Hello, this is Xavier News. Your campus, your region, your world. This is Xavier News.
Hello everyone, I'm Drew Collins.
And I'm Nick Namyar. Today is March 25th, 2022, and this is Xavier News.
Tensions continue to rise in Ukraine and Russia. President Biden recently met with world leaders to discuss the situation and possible solutions. Biden has advocated for removing Russia from the G20, an international forum made up of 9 countries and the European Union that works to address issues related to the global economy. President Biden says this removal is justified because Russia's economy has had a major setback since the Ukraine invasion began.
The Supreme Court has been holding hearings for upcoming Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. Jackson will be set to replace Justice Stephen Breyer. Jackson has faced rounds of questions from both parties, considering her experience in law. The panel will consider nomination on March 28th, and the Senate Judiciary Committee will vote on Jackson's nomination on Monday, April 4th.
4 Marines were killed in the NATO exercise in Norway during training exercise that occurred on March 18th. The training flight crashed south of Buda. 3 of the 4 Marines were from the tri-state area. Gunnery Sergeant James W. Speedy, 30 of Cambridge, Ohio. Corporal Jacob M. Moore, 24 of Cattlesburg, Kentucky. Captain Matthew J. Tomkritz, 27 of Fort Wayne, Indiana. And Captain Ross A. Reynolds, 27 of Leominster, Massachusetts. Captain Ross A. Reynolds was piloting MV-22B Osprey at the time of the crash. The cause of the deadly crash remains under investigation, but bad weather in the area was reported by the Norwegian police.
On Monday, the China Eastern Airlines flight MU-5375 crashed into a Chinese mountainside with 132 people on board. The cause of the crash is not known. Investigators have said determining the cause would prove difficult given the circumstances. The plane crashed with such force that much of it disintegrated on impact, and recovered black box was badly damaged. A second black box, which records flight data, has not yet been found.
Considering study abroad, Ethan Stanley visited the Center for International Education to check out Xavier's up-and-coming study abroad programs.
Well, the reason I decided to join the study abroad program was because last semester I actually studied abroad in Brighton, England, in the United Kingdom, and I had a great experience doing that. The reason that I decided to do that in the first place is because I love to travel. That's a great passion of mine, and then also I wanted to still earn credits for Xavier, so I thought that this was a great opportunity. The reason that I became an Education Abroad peer advisor is because I wanted other people to experience the same thing. Like, I want to convince other people. This is why I do the info sessions that I do. This is why I will advise people. I want people to study abroad. I think that that's part of the college experience, and as many people that can study abroad, I think should.
So to study abroad is taking a course that you would take here at Xavier in another location. So it could be you're going to take English 205 and Philosophy 200 in Greece or in Rome for the summer. Or it could be you're going to go abroad for a semester and you're going to find a series of classes, so 4 to 5 classes that you would take here, and you'll find the equivalent courses to then check off those degree plan requirements. Some of the challenges would be students often experience culture shock when they're abroad. They might have homesickness, and just learning a new language oftentimes can be tiring and maybe a little bit challenging of listening to someone speak not in your native language each day and taking that all in.
Everything about just this new experience, and it's really exciting, I guess, to be in a different place. I made a lot of friends there that I'm still in touch with today, and I'm sure that most people that study abroad will meet a lot of people from either other people in the United States that are also studying abroad, and then also people from wherever they go. It's education above everything, so it's important to be taking courses and to transfer those over to Xavier, and just to basically learn in the best capacity that you can abroad, even though obviously that's going to be a very different experience than studying here.
Cincinnati police are looking for a suspect for breaking and entering the restaurants Kanji Sushi and Korean Cuisine in Over the Rhine. Allegedly, the suspect took property belonging to the restaurants and fled on foot. If anyone has any information of the incident, please contact Detective Charles Bell at 513-352-3518.
We have an update on the shooting that took place in the Oakley Target parking lot last week. 22-year-old Anthony McIntosh was arrested on Wednesday on a murder warrant for killing 24-year-old Elias Phillips. According to the assistant prosecutor David Wood, McIntosh felt disrespected by Phillips and his family, which led to the confrontation. His bond has been set at $1 million.
Cincinnati has recently been ranked among the top 20 pizza cities in the nation. This list takes in factors such as Google Trends' interest in pizza in the area, amount of pizza restaurants compared to the number of residents, and the price and affordability of the pizza. Cincinnati's inclusion, along with the help of Columbus and Cleveland, has led to Ohio being named the best pizza state in the nation.
And now here is Joe Pinkerton reporting on the Xavier's Holy celebrations.
Holi is a festival that's celebrated in Hindu culture, so that's like India, Nepal, and other Asian countries. And it's basically to celebrate the fact that winter is now over and to celebrate that spring is now here and the weather's going to get warmer, it's going to be more fun, it's time to harvest. And traditionally, religiously, it's celebrated as a victory of good over evil, but now it's kind of morphed into a more kind of fun thing to do with your friends and your family.
Holi is a festival of color. This is to celebrate the beginning of spring, and spring is the harvesting season back home, and it's also celebrated as win of, let's say, good over devil. So here people put color in each other, they go and meet and then eat food later on. So it's like a developing friendship and then understanding each other and enjoying life.
So I came out here today not really knowing what to expect, but I came out here and Dr. Joshi actually explained it, and we've been having a time of our life. Actually, you can look out and everybody's just covered, so glad to be here.
Easter break will be coming up in a couple of weeks from April 14th to the 18th. During the break, all residential facilities will remain open. Students who wish to stay on campus during the break, please fill out the housing self-service form at no additional cost.
This year's World Quest International Trivia Night will occur on Friday, April 1st on Xavier's campus. The event is run by citizens of the world and starts at 5:30 p.m. in a Rupe Overlook Lounge. The cost is $90 for a team of 6 players. You will have the chance to win cool prizes, eat international dishes, and answer a range of questions. Space is limited, so make sure to sign up quickly on EngageXU.
In science news, the average ozone concentration in the Earth's stratosphere is lower than it has been in the 15 years that scientists have been measuring the ozone concentration. The sudden decrease is a result of exposure to organic molecules that began a series of reactions that alter the balance of gases in the atmosphere. The troublesome organic molecules are believed to have entered the atmosphere through smoke from Australia's several large wildfires in 2019 and 2020.
Looking to get involved at Xavier? Check out EngageXU to find new clubs. Here's Maine Swift checking in on Xavier's In the Loop Club.
In the Loop does mainly fiber arts activities such as knitting and crocheting. We also do a bit of embroidery, and sometimes we mix it up and have other types of crafts as well. We chose to do embroidery because it was something that we hadn't done in a while and we wanted to keep things fresh and new. We also chose this because it was something that we've seen become popular with embroidering tote bags, especially on TikTok.
At the embroidery event, I made a tote bag with a cute little cow on it, and I went with my best friend Sam.
The mission of the club is to form community based on creating fiber arts together and to also teach new members how to create fiber arts. Any student can join the club by simply coming to our meetings. You can also join our club officially on campus groups, and you can follow us on Instagram to see when our meetings will occur.
I think it was the first week of school. I saw on the Instagram that they had this friendship bracelet making activity, so I decided to go there. And then I met the head of the club, Mary, and she convinced me to join. The other events that I've gone to with the club has been mostly about crocheting. So we crocheted scrunchies and then made friendship bracelets and the tote bags.
Coachella is set to return after a 2-year hiatus due to COVID. Despite the excitement around the festival's return, there's one artist that fans would rather not see in the lineup. A Change.org petition is gaining traction, calling for the organizers to remove Kanye West from the festival. Kanye played at the festival 5 times before, opening each time except for 2011 when he closed the festival. This petition comes in light of the artist's current problematic feud with ex-wife Kim Kardashian and her current boyfriend Pete Davidson. The petition, started by a user Kim Pete, the reason for this petition is, quote, "We have watched Kanye harass, manipulate, and hurt Kim Pete and others for over a year now. No one seems to want to stand up to him, and the ones that do, he puts under fire as well," end quote. As of Tuesday, the petition has almost 32,000 signatures signed out of its 35,000 signature goal.
After 31 years of being on the air, The Maury Show is coming to an end this fall. The show and its famous Who's the Father segment is ending due to host Maury Povich's desire to retire. Maury said, quote, "I'm so proud of my relationship with NBC Universal and all those who worked on the Maury Show, but I occasionally tell my guests on the Maury enough is enough already. Original episodes will still run through September. After that, reruns will be aired periodically."
With the annual Grammy Awards ceremony approaching on April 3rd, some fan-favorite artists have been announced to perform. Performers include the teen breakout star Olivia Rodrigo, culture-shifting Billie Eilish, power duo Lil Nas X and Jack Harlow, and the star-studded K-pop group BTS. More singers will be announced within the coming weeks. We are excited to hear who the winners are this year.
Coming up this Sunday, the 27th, is the annual Oscars, probably the most prestigious award show in the entertainment and film industry. Films such as Spider-Man, No Way Home, No Time to Die, and Dune could be leading the nominees for Best Picture. Don't forget to tune in live on ABC at 8 o'clock. Well, that's all from the news desk.
We'll be right back with the Xavier Sports Report.
Hello everyone, I'm Trevor Ray and welcome back to the Xavier Sports Report. We'll start off again with Xavier basketball. Xavier officially has a new head coach, Sean Miller, who was a coach for the team from 2004 to 2009 and took Xavier to 4 NCAA tournaments, an Elite 8, and a Sweet 16. Sean Miller and Xavier Nation seem very excited for this reunion, and it will be exciting to see if Miller can build Xavier's success and make the team even better. Currently, we are waiting to see whether Miller could face any penalties regarding the infractions case at Arizona. He is currently suspended, and it is unclear how long that will last. For now, interim head coach Jonas Hayes is handling the team just fine. The Musketeers beat Vanderbilt by just 2 points on Tuesday, which sent the Musketeers back to New York, where they will play in the semifinals of the NIT on Tuesday, March 29th, against St. Bonaventure. If the Musketeers win next Tuesday, they will make it to the championship game, where they could compete to win it all. Moving over to the Reds, spring training is in full swing. The Reds have played 7 spring training games so far and have won 4 out of the 7. They lost a close game last night against the Kansas City Royals, but won a very exciting game against the Brewers on Wednesday. It was back and forth the whole game, and it was eventually tied at 8. And Reds prospect Elly De La Cruz hit a grand slam in the 8th inning that would give the Reds the lead and would end up winning the game. While De La Cruz will not be on the Reds roster this season, he was certainly fun to watch on Wednesday and is an exciting prospect for the organization. On to the Bengals. They have officially signed offensive lineman Ted Karras, offensive lineman Alex Kappa, tight end Hayden Hurst, and most recently signed offensive tackle Lyle Collins from the Dallas Cowboys. After signing with the Bengals, Collins got a text from quarterback Joe Burrow asking, quote, "You got a deal?" end quote, to which Collins responded, quote, "Yeah, your new bodyguard is in town," end quote. It seems the Bengals have had a very productive offseason so far and have been able to effectively patch up the weakest part of their team, the offensive line. The NFL draft is still to come. The Bengals could continue to add and improve their team to have another big season. That's all for Xavier Sports. I'm Trevor Ray. And as always, let's go X.